cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruise a bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Yeah. Even with a sprain.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles, a good return up past the 30, and the Chicago Bears. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the #2 pick in 2017.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard, fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. They'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team. When you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
Well, they do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, there was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He can run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A final return for the Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
They'll be singing in the shower postgame. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Thomas. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And an Eagle 1st down.
From the red zone now, Watson. He's left up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Hightower, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Gano the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. He'll run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
Watson on the keeper. It's a game.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Philadelphia.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Watson now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change or at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Trubisky on the move. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play on a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 25 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Thomas. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard. part, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Thomas. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Trubisky on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Eagles' 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He'll try and run it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down throw, Watson. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eddie Jackson brought him down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on first down. Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there. Now they've got a first and goal.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
For the extra point.
The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long. And there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Number 32, David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, it's King. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off. With it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 45-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11.
Trubisky to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football.
And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A gain of 7.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders on 1st down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they'll indeed take a knee. On the draw, here's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll go again with Sanders. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.